Krista Mecki here with Magnetic Magnificent Events, coming to you live. And yes, it is day 11 of our 31 days, 31 reasons to hire a planner. This is day 11, reason 11. And yes, I am wearing a fun filter for this one. It is very appropriate to the reason for today. So I wanted to make use of technology and add this fun filter here, because today's reason to hire a planner is so they can act as your conductor. So you can have a conductor managing your event. So I went online to do a little research prior to, and what is a conductor? So it's the person that manages the orchestra for a band, right? Person you see keeping time, they have their hands together, and they're keeping everyone on track. You know what also was interesting as I was doing research? Online it says without a conductor, each musician would resort to his or her own individual opinion. And did you know that without a planner, that same thing happens at your event? Let me give you a better example. Sometimes with DJs, right? And I know DJs, I have a lot of DJ friends, and they're great. Love a great DJ. But occasionally when it comes to an event, they tend to run the event as if it's theirs. When it's not. And sometimes, even on the planner side, I find myself butting heads with the DJ who wants to make his own schedule. He wants to he wants to rush things, he wants to cut out things, and really because he loves playing music, so I respect what he's doing, but oftentimes it's not in the best interest of the couple. So that's one person that the planner has to keep in alignment, keep conducting, otherwise they'll go off with their own opinion. One of the other people that have to keep together is the venue. Yes, the venue is in charge. They're serving the food usually. And there's a chef, there's the, line cooks, there's the banquet captain, there's a food and beverage team. There's a lot of people involved along with the serving team. So a lot of elements that go under the venue window. But what I also have happen occasionally is that the venue wants to speed up the timeline or wants to keep the timeline they set, which may not actually be the same timeline set by the couple. So in the position of the planner, what I find myself doing is, again, orchestrating, right? I'm managing, I'm putting them back in alignment because I work for the best interest of the couple, not the other way around, right? And so that is another example. Let me see if I can think of a third one. A third example could also be something like an added piece of entertainment. So it could be a photo booth person, could be live cigar rolling. We've got a great partner that does that. We actually had that this weekend. Sometimes they want to be on their own schedule as well. So if you think about it, and actually let me shift a little bit too and mention for corporate events. If you think about it, you've got sort of the same elements working, right? You've got the venue and they operate with the people they operate with. In that environment, you've got a sound team, a lighting team, an audio-visual team managing the sound and lighting team, the cameraman, the production house, you've got the planner calling shots, you've got the client calling shots, you've got an MC calling shots, and a lot of times that's a lot of people with difference of opinions. So let's go back to what it says online. Without a conductor, each musician would resort to his or her own individual opinion. Now, can you imagine if you're doing your corporate event? Usually a much larger setting. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, but you've got more people involved. Again, you've got pipe and drape, sound and lighting, audio-visual techs, video techs, music techs. All these people, can you imagine if they're all operating on their own opinion? Because there's nobody there conducting. I should grab 2 pens. These are my conductor sticks. This is the planner at your function. They are conducting in your best interest. Nobody wants to be left with that job. You don't want to leave it to a guest. You don't want to leave it to a family member. You don't want to be in charge of it because then you're going to look like that frantic emoji. So my attire tonight and the filter I chose to use is more or less, I'm sort of in a teacher mode here, but I figured it also works as a conductor. And that's reason number 11 to hire a planner for your event. So they can act as the conductor to keep all of your various vendors together on the same page with the same timeline with everything moving in sync. You don't want anybody to get off course and insert their own opinion or change direction without it being at the request of the client or the couple. And so that is the tip I was inspired to share this evening. And I appreciate everyone who's been tuning in, checking out our YouTube channel, even reading our blog about it. I know we've skipped a couple of days worth of blogs, but we'll get back to it. I'll announce that shortly. But if you're catching this on YouTube, make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow. If you're catching it on Facebook, make sure you do the same there. Like our page, share our page. Take a couple that may be getting married or somebody that you know that's planning a corporate event. We're actually getting ready to do an incentive trip, and we are, again, conducting this time between the venue and the attendees, making sure everybody manages and gets assigned to everything on time. And so just think about it for your next function that's coming up, nothing too big or too small. But we are here in the Bay Area, Northern California, magnificent events coming to you live. And until next time, stay magnificent.